transfers.
Yeah.
It was my dad's birthday this week, right?
Oh, happy birthday.
And happy birthday, Dad. And he doesn't listen to this at all.
Sad.
Why not?
And so I got him some Bunnings gift vouchers, because that's what you get, dads.
Yeah. Dads and brothers-in-law. Yeah.
I also got him some beer, and the lady at Bunnings gave me a free hat because I was buying gift cards. And I gave him the gift cards, and he fucking sent the value back to me in a bank transfer. I was like, why did you do that? And he's like, oh, it's too much. I was like, Dad, let me give you a gift.
Should have given him the hat.
Yeah,
He would have treasured that hat.
I did.
Okay.
And he did treasure it. You should have
guess-
seen his old one. Oh my god.
I suppose that's better than getting the bank transfer back with the note, try better next time, because that would be really...
The description said,
brutal.
thanks too much, Dad. And he sent it fucking back to me.
That's hilarious.
That's a bit horrible, really. Well, talking about horrible situations which everyone is in, let's get to the episode this week, shall we?
I love that the segues are back.
Well,
I
they're
love
kind
it.
of back. They're semi-back.
I've missed them.
Look, if you judge me too hard, they might go away again.
There was a segue-shaped hole in my heart, Callan.
I'm trying to fill it as much as possible.
Lead me through it.
So, do you guys remember what happened last week?
We fixed
How
a
could we
thing.
forget?
You didn't fix the thing.
An arcane fulcrum of some description that had a bunch of spinny rings around it and a gem in the middle. And then when Svieta picked up what we assumed was the completed thing, it went kablooey.
So, the important thing is you actually were in the process of fixing it.
Yeah.
You hadn't gotten to that completed step yet.
yeah.
You're on like essentially the last step of the process, but
But we
unfortunately it required someone to hold it, and it did blow up in your face. So the final thing that did happen was that Svieta was reduced to an ash pile on the floor, with Wodun clinging on for I think like maybe 2 or 3 hit points.
Yeah.
You were down to, which was
Jeez.
close to Wodun being out too.
Hanging on by his pecs. Both of them.
Yeah.
One
Held
for
on
the
by miraculous resistance to radiant damage somehow.
Yeah, fuck.
But we have no time for that, because the first thing that then happens is that Svieta finds herself waking up in what's called the Border Ethereal, where she's taken on a form that's more bestial, closer to a were creature than her normal shifter self. And she can see around her the cabin and shadows of the other party members rushing to where Wodun and Svieta fell. And so Svieta, in the middle of all this, then realizes as she turns around that there is a giant floating spectral head
Oh, yeah.
with fire burning in its eyes. And it does say to her, "You were doing so well." Svieta, we're still with you.
Are you Callan?
No, why would I be Kalemvor? And his head shakes from side to side, and you see his eyes roll up in the back of his head, the fiery pits. It gives you a bit of sarcasm and sass.
I don't know what he looks like, and I assume I'm dead because my body is down there. But Wodun's still alive.
You're here on the Border Ethereal with me. Stuck here, I assume, forever, unless your friends can do something about the device.
Were you speaking on the table?
That was me, yes.
How did you write that?
Ah,
Just ahead.
I am just ahead, but you see, in the Border Ethereal, you can affect the material realm. It just takes a bit of willpower.
Just look at my hand like, what kind of willpower are we talking about?
Focus in on yourself, and you'll find you can do things here that you wouldn't normally be able to do in the material plane. You see, I can see already you're taking the form of something very grounded in reality. That's a mistake. You can be anything. Free your mind and you can fly, float around this place. If you so desire, you can try to affect the material realm like I did. by writing on things or expending some force and effort, you would need to do, just mechanically, a charisma check where you can write a message, move a tiny object, write on a sooty surface or a frosty surface.
I feel like he might have chosen Sveta's worst stat.
It is my worst stat.
You can operate a simple tool, you can tap someone on the shoulder. The force isn't really strong enough to harm any creatures, but it is enough to gain people's attention. It's what Macredius has been doing. And he says, you will find, however, since you were unceremoniously ended here, you can't leave far from the confines of this cabin.
Why would I want to be a head then and just fly around the cabin? Seems like a waste of time.
If you focus yourself on yourself right now, without being a head, you can find you can levitate.
Cool.
You can fly around. Well, that's just...
Okay, so this is your device.
Yes, it is. This is my life's work.
Are you sure what happened?
I did.
What did I do wrong?
Well,
Well, you didn't even get up this far.
the device was fine. It was going along as intended. There just might have been some sort of very, very slight flaw in it. But that is not my fault.
What was the flaw? If you know there's a flaw, what would it be?
I think you were on it. I was watching you. And the additional ring that you added should be sufficient to finish the device. Of course, you had to attach it, and that set the device off prematurely. However, I do believe that the device now is inert for a little while. So it is safe to handle.
I don't know how useful I'm going to be, but I'm going to try and communicate with my friends.
Do so. Can you roll me a charisma check, please?
Can I use my inspiration?
You sure
Give
can.
myself advantage.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing to use it on.
Thank you. So I got a double 6, so I got a 5.
God.
No.
All right. You can try that again shortly, but what I want to do while that's happening, so you try to expend that effort, you concentrate and focus, but it fizzles. Something's just not working properly. Well, no, you need to do it a little bit like that. He starts talking to you.
It's my first time being dead, okay? Give me a break.
I'm sorry. Here, do it like this. So we're going to leave that there. While that's happening, everyone else in the room just saw an explosion of radiant light. Svieta turned to ash, and Wodun, I'm assuming, it's up to you, I mean, mechanically you weren't knocked down, but I would assume you kind of probably were. And you're on a couple hit points. What does everyone want to do?
I'd say my Callan would be out the window for a sec. It'd just be medical instinct at this point.
Right.
So he sees the ash pile that was Svieta.
Yes.
But because he's just but he continues to scan the room to see how everyone else is. And he just would make a beeline for Wodun. Like, he knows that he's nothing he can do, like, for Svieta. He's not even focusing on that right now. He's just running on adrenaline and treating an injured person. Okay. So he's going to run over to Wodun and administer the biggest of heals that he can, which is where are we? Cure wounds at 2nd level. He's not saying anything. He's kind of just in... I don't know how to explain that mode where you just act.
I mean, I think that is a very much like an emergency response, right? You're just you're locked off from all your...
Hyper-focus.
Yeah, you're hyper-focused on things that need to be done. There'll be time for everything else later.
I think it's just block. I'll keep that one. I think it's more like blocking out everything.
Yeah.
Not thinking about it, just doing.
I think it's your body's working on automatic.
So that's 10 points of healing. The rolls went great.
Great.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And so he sees that your condition improves, and then he sort of scans around again. Carnelian, how's Carnelian look?
Carnelian is fine, but he is going to be like rapidly approaching Wodun as well. But more like, how are you alive?
Wodun was extremely low on hit points, so with the healing, he'll sort of, come to, and his ears are ringing, and he's like, because I guess that was I guess he's probably charred around the edges, like all his clothes are singed and that sort of thing. And he sees the pile of ash, and he's horrified. Like he can't really stand up because he was so injured, but he sees that Sveta's no longer there where he knew that she was, and he will instantly see the device on the ground, and he'll like, Sveta! And he'll crawl towards it. Like you can see in his eyes, he's going to try and get to Sveta.
Okay.
And I just wanted to add before as well. Once I've got like these two guys are okay, I'm going over to Svieta as well and just dropping onto my knees and touching my holy symbol and just starting to pray for Callan.
So we've got someone that's praying over the Sveta's ashes, someone that's crawling towards them, like, in that kind of desperation.
No, I was going for the orb.
Oh, for the orb. Okay.
I saw that what the orb did, and that Sveta's not there anymore. So
Okay.
my first thought is get to Sveta. So
Okay.
Did we affix the orb or
No,
the last ring?
so you still have the last ring to affix. So does anyone stop Wodun from getting to the orb?
No.
I'm actually praying.
Yeah.
No, in fact, I was going to go one step further. So I've just read the description of gentle repose, and it says you touch a corpse or other remains.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to cast gentle repose on her, because that's just in the heat of the moment, that's the first sort of holy, life-saving sort of spell that I can think of.
And gentle repose is often like a prayer as well. So I'm not... Yeah, it's a good call.
Yep, so, doing that.
Sveta, we return to you in the border ethereal, and Macredius is trying to give you well, you should try and focus your energies this way, then. Try it again! And you can also see all this stuff happening. So you can see Wodun crawling towards the orb, you can see Horacio praying over your body. I assume with Carnelian was trying to ask a question, but is sort of confused, right?
Confused and shocked.
Do you want to try to communicate again?
Yeah, I'll communicate by zipping over to the orb and pushing it towards Wodun.
Okay. Do me a charisma check, and Macredius is trying to coach you. Make it with advantage.
Okay. I don't care. 17.
That is enough. Okay. So Macredius is like, yes, that's it. How do you describe pushing it? What does it look like to you?
So when it's pushed, I assume it's kind of like the soot on the table, like it was physically done. When it comes towards Wodun, you can see a small blood splatter, because I said my nails were covered in blood. So you'll be able to see some blood trail on it, pushing the orb towards yourself.
he's got his hand out towards it already because he's crawling along the ground, and I'll assume it just kind of rolls into his palm.
It does, and you fingers close around the orb.
And he closes his eyes and he brings it to his chest.
Jesus.
Breathing hard, expecting an explosion at any moment, and nothing happens.
He sort of braces for a minute and then opens up his eyes to see what's around him. He's kind of half expecting to not be in that same room anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'll add actually, while I'm praying, out of the corner of my eye, I see what I finally get an idea of what you're doing. And, Horatio will actually just call out, Wodun, no! Even though you've already got it.
I kind of, roll over and look towards him. I've already got it, on my chest. I'm
where's the last
just staring.
ring?
The last ring is on the ground near where Wodun and Svieta was, so it's still intact, but it's separated from the orb.
Okay.
We go to the border ethereal, and Macredius turns and goes, yes, good. They need to finish the work here. Otherwise we will be stuck here forever.
Okay, how do I... Can I speak, or you only do your hands?
Yeah, I have not tried to speak before. You could try it. But the more reliable method is to write messages, touch people, enact some force.
I know those are my strong suit. Can I try speaking.
I'll let you do anything you want to do. There's a base DC for like all that kind of stuff. If you want to try to do something more complicated, I'll up the DC a bit.
No. I'm not going to do something more difficult. It's already hard
Change
enough.
my mind.
I will spirit through Wodun. Confused. Like, I'm not... I know what you're trying to do. But Sveta's just confused as, like, what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
Like, why is he hugging it? And I'll go over to the ring and, like, do the same push towards him.
Okay, so I would like you to make me the charisma check then. Flat roll.
Why couldn't anyone else die?
Yeah, it should have been the charisma guy. Who was also holding the orb.
15.
15 is enough. Okay, Carnelian. So you're standing there. You've got Wodun that's, in the situation that he's in. You've got Horacio that's praying. And you're the one that sees, when you're looking down at the ring, because that's what you're looking at, all of a sudden, with no motivation outside of anything else, it flicks towards Wodun. And, it's about 5 pounds of force, so maybe it makes it 10 feet. Like, it gets another 5-10 feet closer.
It's like a small blood trail.
Carnelian will, seeing that, his thoughts will go to, wasn't there a ghost in here?
Mm-hmm.
And then run towards the ring, pick it up, turn to Wodun, and be like, Wodun, show me the, what did we call it again?
Gyroscope.
Yeah, gyroscope's a good description.
Hold out the gyroscope.
Huh?
And then Carnelian will, grab the tool and, try to fix the last ring.
Okay, so there is a step for this. So you need to fix the floor. Okay, so you need to make me an Arcana check.
Okay, so...
And you've got Smith's tools, don't you? Yeah, you've got...
there was a set of tools we found in here.
Yes, I think you're right.
That is a 14.
You sure?
Yes.
That's a fail. So you can't quite get the ring on the device. I will say, if you fail too much, you may break the ring and have to do it again.
Okay. Who? Oh, Svieta was Svieta. Wait, did Svieta put the first one on, or did Carnelian? I can't remember now.
The other rings were already attached. This was just the final ring, so it was creating a ring.
Yeah, we were inscribing runes before.
Yes, correct. Does anyone else want to do anything?
I think I'm still praying.
Wodun in his impatience will sort of reach out and snatch it out of Carnelian's hand. Give me that! And I'll try and sort of smush it on.
No, here, use these. Carnelian will hold out the hammer that he was using to try to fix it.
Do you want to do an Arcana check?
Yes, if I
Okay,
can.
before you do, Svieta, is there anything you want to do to the situation now that they've got the ring and the ball?
I'll turn to... what's the guy's name?
Macretus, yeah.
I'll turn to Macretus and are they doing it right?
As far as I can tell, my device was perfect. But yes, they're improving it.
Okay. I want to go over to Horacio
Yep.
and tug his beard.
Okay.
Over the direction where Wodun is, so he stops praying.
Yeah.
And then kind of takes note of the situation.
Sure.
Hopefully that does something.
Roll me a charisma check.
1.
It's not going to be enough.
Oh no.
Horatio, you feel a light breeze around your beard.
Kelvor, is that you?
Can Carnelian provide
sun.
assistance towards Wodun's check?
Sure can.
Wodun's just trying to shove it on, and you kind of trying to put the tools.
No, do it this way.
It's like ghosts behind you.
All right. Can I get I'll get an Arcana check then from Wodun. I'd like it with advantage because you're being assisted by Carnelian.
16.
16 is enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So with the guidance of Carnelian, you finally fit the ring to the device, and when you do so, all that glowing sort of radiant energy that was there, it doesn't balloon and blossom and blow up, but all the runes that are circling around all the inner pieces and all that start to glow with that radiant energy.
I push Carnelian with one hand as far as I can.
Carnelian gets knocked over 5 feet back.
To be fair, Carnelian weighs next to nothing.
in the
He falls down that hole.
in the border ethereal, now you can see that Macredius has gotten really excited. Yes! Yes, I think that's it. They just need to activate it.
How?
How do you activate any magic item? And you just see that suddenly, out of all this weird, sassy composure, he's sort of like lost. He's like, just do it! What would you like to do?
I don't know.
How do you activate magic items? Command
There's a
word.
command word.
Yeah, usually you have to, like, in this case, you don't have to attune to it or anything. But I just want, Svieta, is there something you want to do to try and give inspiration to Wodun who's trying to activate it? You gotta let him know, you might want to let him know that to activate it, because otherwise he's just holding it, right?
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
I will float in front of him, and on the ground, write word dog.
Word dog.
Yeah, word.
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 Alright.
Hey, word dog.
Roll me a charisma check.
Gang symbology.
If I roll a
Gestures.
crit, can I also put in a gang sign there?
Yeah, if you roll a crit, I'll allow it.
No, it's a 15, but it's nice.
15 is enough, so Wodun.
It's like right in front of him, like a bloody trail.
Yeah, you're,
Definitely West Coast.
Yeah.
Wodun, you're holding onto this item that's, humming with radiant energy, and you look down, and on the floor, tracing in blood, is the phrase "word dog."
You're a sick freak, Macredius. What am I doing with this? What do I do?
Word dog?
Can I, underscore it?
Yeah, you can actually, I'll allow you to
Underscore just word.
word. Okay. Yeah, just beat a 5 for this one.
Ooh, that's a tall ask.
I know.
What'd you
get?
get? Wasn't it?
Isn't that one?
Oh, man.
So what ends up happening is, the message gets erased. It gets, splattered across to the side. Okay, so I'm going to do something.
Dog. Get Dogcliff. Somebody get Dogcliff.
Macredius is going to try and communicate as well.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
That'll be enough. You on the smeared blood and in sort of frost tracing on a word in front of you, just says activate.
Oh, that's a much better word.
Oh, okay. Carnelian is gonna stand back up and start trying to press dash back towards him and start trying to press runes, but with intention.
Okay. What I'm going to say is that is sufficient enough for you guys, between the two of you, to activate it. There's no check to do so. What this does is that this device essentially allows you to cast the Control Weather spell, which is a very powerful spell, and we'll get into that. What I want to know from you is, what do you want to do to the weather immediately? Do you want to be in... You can say any weather condition, virtually.
What's the current weather condition?
It's the same as Icewind Dale. It's clear. It's not.
Perpetual.
It's but it's overcast because of the sky. There's no sun.
Oh, well, let's get rid of that then.
I'll just hand it to Carnelian. I have no time for the weather at the moment.
So you're going to make it a sunny day then?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get to
Assuming
that.
it is currently daytime.
We'll get to that in a minute. But something else also happens once you activate the item. I take this straight from the book. So, the cabin fills with a golden radiant light. Absolutely everything. It's not blinding. You can see everything, but it's just like everything gains this entire glow. At the same time, what happens is you start to see two figures out in the cabin with you. One of it is a giant floating head.
What the fuck?
And the other is a Svieta, but looks more werewolf and beefier, red, more, a bit more feral, right?
Yeah.
Cliffier?
Beef Cliffier. And you see them, they're shimmering and shining with light. They are the brightest things in this room.
Horatio actually just sort of lets out a cry.
Yeah.
Just a couple of tears coming out.
Can I speak as a ghost?
Any party member who died within the past 24 hours is instantly restored to life at full health, regardless of how the character died, which would have included if you fell down.
Oh, man.
In addition, each character who helped Macredius' spirit to rest gains Blessing of the Morning Lord. Blessing of the Morning Lord. Each day at dawn, you will gain 10 temporary hit points.
Free.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
For free.
Who needs false life?
God damn.
Actually, yeah.
So that is something that these characters now permanently have. It is a gift from Lathander.
Wow.
Wow.
What has Callan ever done for you?
As far as Horatio,
Fueled your entire spells?
Yeah, I know, he's healed us
as
plenty.
far as Horatio is concerned, Callan has decided that she's worthy of coming back somehow. He doesn't understand enough to know that that's not possible, but
And you
he's
see,
there.
and so what happens is the light starts to dissipate from Svieta, and that bestial form starts just dissipating away. And Svieta, you're back as you were before you died.
You did it! We did it! I, she's back! Race forward, like, arms outstretched to, like, try and encompass, like, all of them.
Yep.
And, like, crash into them, like, you know when, like, you bring a cat into a shower and they just, like, cling to you, like, for dear life? Like, just sink, like, claws into them. It's, like, not wanting to let them go. It's like...
So you're going to need a kneel down if you want to include me.
I'll just wrap my tail around you.
This is acceptable.
And you all turn and you can see the floating head, and it's glowing, and he's like, yes, Lathander, bring me back too. Wait. No, I don't want to go. I want to stay. I did your life's work. No.
Macleod, can we help you?
And Macleod disappears as his spirit is finally free from the border ethereal, but because he didn't die in the last 24 hours,
Oh, true.
he dissipates.
Callan's judgment, it can be brutal at times, but it's just...
I mean, if he was faithful, if he was faithful to
completely
the
convinced.
Yeah.
if he was faithful to the Morning Lord still, I'm sure the Morning Lord will be waiting for him in the City of the Dead.
Well, what I have for you guys then, for completing the, letting Macleod's spirit rest, it's probably a little bit early for this, but I think you've earned it. Everyone gets to level 5.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Woo!
But more importantly, Sveta's back, baby!
And Sveta's
I'm
back!
so excited! I know how to make a new character. Yes, I'm back.
Oh, man.
Dude, I'm so relieved. What the fuck?
I really wasn't looking forward to telling Otto.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no one could tell him because you guys don't know speak with animals. And he doesn't know speak with animals either because he's a monstrosity.
That's mean.
There is a really like weird distinction between like certain monstrosities and animals. It's just like, this is an animal, except we said it's not an animal.
Yeah.
It's so druids can't turn into them.
Basically.
Okay, what I want to do just real quickly before we move on. Everyone's hit level 5, so surely you're already ready for your 5th level upgrades, right?
I am.
Alright, well, we'll start with Carnelian then.
Cool. I'm going to get 2 3rd level spells. I am going to be I'm going to be replacing one of my 1st level spells with a 3rd level spell. I'm going to be taking Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay.
And Catnap.
Okay.
What a great spell.
So Catnap has really, really good utility in a party with a druid and a warlock who both get effects back on short rest.
True.
Because what Catnap does is it lets my party have a short rest in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Wow, power nap.
Yeah.
Hypnotic Pattern
Useless.
is an AoE crowd control spell that fascinates creatures and makes them unable to act if they fail a will saving throw.
Yeah, I mean, you've been doing a lot of crowd control spell as it is, so it's not surprising to get a bit more in there, especially for a group one. Alright. Do you get anything else other than spells?
I will... Oh, hey, that's a good...
Or are you keeping stuff secret?
I'm getting... Well, we all get a proficiency bonus.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure there is one other thing, but I need to confirm what that is, because it's a class feature, not a choice. Pulsar effect.
That's a good t-shirt, actually. It's a class feature, not a choice.
Oh! My Bardic Inspiration die is going up to D8.
Oh,
Yay!
nice.
That's
so
awesome.
inspired.
And the Inspiration is going to be coming back on short rest instead of long rest.
Oh,
now.
that's important too, yeah.
Ultimate
Flip.
team player.
Okay.
Flippin' heck.
Alright. So Carnelian gets more powerful, Carnelian gets more spells. I mean, you're all spellcasters, so I'm expecting some pretty big ones. Who wants to go next?
Yeah, I will, because it's very easy. I get 2 3rd level spells.
Okay.
Pretty great. That's all I get.
You don't get any other class features?
No, that's next level.
Ah, okay. The 3rd level spells are nothing to scoff at. This is the level where spells start getting serious.
Although, a lot of my wisdom things went up by 1, but I don't know what happened there.
Because your proficiency went up.
My proficiency went up.
So your spell saves go
I
up,
know
your
how to
spell
play
attack,
this.
yeah.
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 Silverfish.
Superfish.
Yeah.
My perception passive is 17 now.
Jeez.
I can see everything.
Wow.
It'll be hard to get things by you.
You'll be the one saying it soon, not me.
Yeah, right?
That fucking
Mine's,
detective bot.
I think mine might be 17 as well, but that's because I've got the double
The
proficiency
double
bonus.
proficiency bonus, yeah.
Imagine
very-
needing to double it. Sorry.
You're a very perceptive party, let's put it that way.
Are we perceiving?
We wear glasses.
We wear glasses.
Well,
Don't
probably true.
worry, it'll start being daylight more often, and Carnelian's perception is going to tank into the ground.
You can just make it still overcast.
Yeah,
but,
you're
like,
just going to make it overcast whenever we need it to be.
I have some news about that, but
Oh,
let's just let that roll for now. Who wants to go next, Wodun or Horatio?
I can go next if you want.
Go for it, Wodun.
Hey, you know how you gave me that laser gun?
Yes, it did.
Guess what one of my Eldritch invocations is?
What is it?
Thirsting Blade. I get double attack now.
Oh, two attacks.
Flip.
Yeah, this martial classes.
6d6
Shit.
per attack.
That's awesome.
If you
Maybe
hit with
we're
both
going to
of
have to
them.
have this conversation.
Yeah,
Jesus.
fifth level super important for anyone that's sort of very martial based, like the Hexblade Warlock. Fighters, barbarians, monks, rogues all get their rogues? Yeah, rogues get their extra attack too, so
Shit.
Also, all
Big
my
level.
spell slots are now 3rd level.
yep.
Boom.
And I get access to 3rd level spells, but I will choose that later.
That's okay, we'll keep them
Will
close to
Wodun
this.
learn to fly? Who knows? We'll find out.
Boom. Flying around with your laser cannon. Like
Death from above!
Are you Iron Man?
Yes.
You could also look at Phantasmal Steed and get like a horse to carry you around while you shoot.
Can't see that on here.
Is it not a Warlock spell?
I don't think so.
Well,
Sad days.
then the only person remaining is Horatio.
Yes. So, yep, access to the 3rd level spells. It looks like it's given me 2 spells, in D&D Beyond, it's given me 2 spells automatically that says
Yep.
I always have Prepare.
Yeah,
one of
domain
which is Revivify. The other one is Vampiric Touch. Now, Vampiric Touch is, wow, so it actually uses my spell modifier as a hit, so it's +6 to hit, and it does 3d6 damage. And I regain half the hit points that I deal. And so I also get a feature called Destroy Undead. So if I use my cleric ability called Turn Undead, if the undead fail their check and they're under a certain challenge rating, they are instantly destroyed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty great.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Fuck
nice.
the skellies.
Oh, and all those zombie ogres that
Oh,
were...
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Shit. That would have been good.
You have fought undead before. Alright. Okay, so yeah, new skills all around. Excited because 5th level is where things start cooking. Those high level spells are no joke.
New skills, firm handshakes, all right.
Indeed. Alright. Well, Macreadius Spirits has been not banished, but it's been laid to rest.
Rip McCready.
You have this device. Since using it and casting the spell, the runes have now gone inert,
Oh no.
like you were before. I gotta tell you this because playing it out's a little bit long in the tooth. But basically, once the spell is cast, which is what you did with what's called the Summer Star, it ceases to be magical. Spell lasts for the duration as long as the concentration lasts, which in this particular case of control weather is 10 minutes. But the device, Macreadius doesn't know, he's already been laid to rest, but the device will not let you continue to cast it.
Oh, man.
Well, maybe we can keep it. And
Do you want that in your bag?
if it's inert, yeah.
Yeah, if it's a nerd.
Will it come uninert in
Ooh,
the
look
day?
out, it's going to explode.
Ah, don't touch me!
In a very personal...
Dark humor.
Yeah. Jesus.
I'd like to bend down where my ash pile is. I assume
Yep.
it's still gently
is.
reposed.
Mhm.
And sift through it. It's like a little bell. And just put it around my neck.
Oh.
Blow it off.
All your items do... You still have all your items.
No, I'm naked.
For decency's sake, you still have all your items.
You want like a blanket or something to cover up in the weather?
No, I've got fur. Thank you very much for bringing me back alive.
I mean, You don't...
I don't fully
It was the
understand what just
least we
happened.
could do.
I don't fully understand what just happened, but I think a miracle took place in this cabin.
Something happened. I will say I was in some sort of border realm watching you guys. It was very odd.
That
Knowledge
skull
Arcana?
thing.
Religion would be the best.
Religion? Well, let's give it a go.
Because we saw that skull thing.
Yes.
Not in the box.
Yes, you did. Well, as it disappeared.
Yeah, who was that
guy? That's a 10.
I mean, there's so many different descriptions of different realms. You'd have to study a bit more to figure it out.
Alright.
Yeah.
It was Macredus. He chose to be ahead.
Wait,
I don't know why. Don't ask. He was very rude and sassy. But he said I could be anything in there, so I just...
Actually, very rude and sassy does track based on those journals we found.
Yeah, look, it's not a great loss to the 10 towns if he's not here anymore.
Oh!
Oh,
Brutal.
Jesus.
and sassy in death as he was in life.
Well, maybe we can give this to his boyfriend? Question mark.
I had more pressing matters than discussing his marital status. Namely, getting myself back alive.
And also,
you
why
guys
is it
not
sunny?
dead. I thought it's a weather device.
Yeah, so I guess if you see now from the windows that are around the room, the sun is streaming in.
Yeah, I'm confused because my experience is purely just praying and then Sveta's back. And you guys are like playing with the machines.
Carnelian's gonna like reach into
Could've
his
been
bag
ideas.
and pull out like a wide brimmed hat and like pull it like down really tight on his head. He's like, alright, haven't had to wear this in a while.
Sveta, how are you feeling? Are you okay?
I touch my sternum. It's like, I feel fine. I feel normal.
You look unharmed, which is remarkable.
Like a fresh person. Almost stronger in a way. I must say I'm very moved by what you guys did. I'm not quite sure what you were trying to do with hugging the ball to your chest. It wasn't very productive.
I'm not sure what I was doing either.
I am glad my healing helped you and you didn't join me there, although it would have been extremely helpful.
Yes, I do have high charisma.
Sassy in death as she is in life.
But I'm very glad that you didn't die.
Well, me too.
I'm glad you didn't die, Sveta.
I did die.
I mean,
I'm right
not, like,
there.
permanently.
Point to the ash pile. Horacio, I don't know if I was in some border death realm, but Callan wasn't there. I'm not sure if he's supposed to greet you when you die, but he wasn't greeting me.
He wasn't?
No. It was just Macredus and this cabin.
What did Macredus say? Does the machine have something to do with this?
I think it was keeping him there. Almost like... Can I roll for if I know what a revenant is?
Roll a religion check.
Yeah. I'm not happy about it. It's 5.
Yeah, I mean,
Have you
it's
considered Callan?
I'm thinking about it.
it's a strange occurrence. You know, it's very difficult to pin down exactly what happened to you.
I don't know. But I'm feeling very emotional right now. I don't know what more I could say. I'm glad to be back.
We're glad to have you back.
Yes, we are. And I'll give her a hug.
more hugs.
Like, big hug.
Big, we're talking big hugs.
We're talking purs, we're talking hugs.
I'm sorry, all I can really provide is kobold-sized hugs. It's the biggest I can do.
Latch onto a leg.
Just like,
Ooh,
what?
I do have one thing to ask, and I'll still be hugging Horacio. I'm just not really wanting to let go of anything. I'll look over to Wodun again and be like, I saw something. And I need you to tell me the truth finally about something about yourself.
Looks down at my pecs. They are real, Sveta.
I have seen you shirtless, I know they are.
I'll sort of let you go, because I know you're turn to him a bit.
You had wings
Did I?
for a second, and then the explosion
Check
took
over
my
my shoulder.
eyes.
Are they...
No,
Are they still there?
They're
Or...
not there anymore, but you had wings. No one else had wings.
Oh, that's weird.
Have you
Could be
had-
because I'm not a human.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
You look human?
I know I look human.
What are you?
Some sort of celestial hybrid, I think.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm very
Sorry.
special boy.
I'm sorry, what?
I knew who humans couldn't see in the dark.
I was more thinking. Well, not that. How do you not know what you are?
Well, they're called Asimar, but they're like sort of part human. So
And part.
most like a part human.
Yes.
My parents, both my parents were human. I don't know what happened with me. I don't know why I'm different, but I am.
Do you know about Asmir, Horatio?
Does Horatio know about Asma?
You could do
Give me a
a nature or a religion check, I'll allow, because...
Okay. 19.
19. Asimar are, as Wodun described, they are, like, celestial-blooded, if that makes sense. It's entirely possible that genetically Wodun might have an end, like someone in his family tree further up from his parents
Okay.
that was a celestial.
So it doesn't need to be a direct descendant.
No,
Could be,
well,
like,
I mean,
further up.
I think it can. It's like genetics, right? So his bloodline carries a celestial bloodline, similar to. It's basically the polar opposite of tieflings, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so when they're born, it tends to be a very special occasion. It's almost like a very prophetic occasion in a lot of cases. So what happened to Wodun, you don't know, because he's obviously not spoken about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and with that sort of knowledge of Asimar's, I might turn to Wodun and just say, I think this perhaps is a bit of a longer conversation. Should we consider taking a rest and then having a bit more of a chat? Because you, my friend, are a big deal.
I'm greatly injured as well, so...
Oh, that.
Oh, here.
I
And I'll shove my claws into your chest. And I want to heal you. I just want to make sure it's still working.
Love this healing so much.
It's like scratch. I'll cast it at 3rd level.
Holy Moses.
I'm feeling strong.
Oh, you're feeling 5 right now.
I'm feeling a 5. 5 out of 5.
You got mad
Well-
5s going.
I don't know if because you guys actually haven't long rested yet.
Well, you know what? He can have it at a 2.
Yeah, so you guys don't get all your spell slots instantly. You will need to long rest before all that stuff comes through.
Ooh. It's all good. He's getting something good anyway. 16.
16.
Yep.
16. Boom.
Shoot.
I am almost full now.
Wow. Should we take rest? Or should we head back?
Svieta, did MacLeod say anything about sleeping in his house? Can we stay, or should we go? Actually, maybe we should go.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's dead.
He's
but
gone.
then maybe that's a reason to not stay here anyway.
Good point. Could be haunted now.
No, you just
We just
literally
saw-
saw his ghost.
Yeah,
He's gone.
a haunted house.
No, it's not
the
haunted
ghosts.
anymore.
Oh, I'm very confused about this whole situation.
We can sleep here. It's safe. I think.
But-
Probably.
I don't know, did you see the beds? I wouldn't want to sleep here.
I never saw any of the beds. I saw a clay doll and that's it.
Oh.
It was a soggy double.
Oh, that's right. It was a soggy double. Oh, yeah, that soggy double. I totally forgot. Yeah, maybe we should head back.
We got the prestidigitation.
Desogify.
Yeah.
That is what it does.
Or we can leave. We are, I think we're on a deadline. I forget why we're
Oh,
here.
yes.
Yeah, why?
We
wait,
came up
who am
here
I?
because the gnome?
To have a look into it while we were here.
What
On the
was his
way.
name?
Copper
Copper.
Noga Noga.
Oh, what a silly name.
Noga Noga Noga.
It is a bit of a tongue twister.
Onga Dibba Dabba. I believe it was.
Alright, so do you guys want to rest? You can either do a long rest, a short rest, or you can continue on.
Continue on!
We should definitely get back to the aliens.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. But we need to talk later.
Need another one of these bad boys, and I spin the laser gun on my finger.
Let's put that down.
It still makes me nervous.
I don't think using them in 2 hands is going to improve your accuracy.
You don't know that.
I could
I
try.
don't know that. It's just a guess.
Let's move out.
Okay. So, you guys open the cabin door. Or actually, you came through the window, I think. in this
yeah,
particular
Yeah,
case.
I tried to go through the door and I fell through the floorboards.
So you guys go back orderly out the window that you came in. And the first thing that you notice, very much for the first time in this entire adventure, is the sun beaming down upon you. I'm going to say you're able to get to basically where the sled is and Otto and Dogcliff, yeah?
Oh my god.
And you look around, and what you see, it's a very weird sight. Within a 5-mile radius is where the weather is actually impacted. But beyond that, you can see the normal envelopment of that haze that normally covers the sun. So right on your the horizon, where you the farthest you can see out in any direction on a flat line, is where that curtain almost rises up from the ground.
Oh, like in a cyclone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like you're in the eye of a storm.
That's cool.
Could I observe these effects and to see if I've heard of this spell or something similar?
Absolutely. This spell will require. It will be an Arcana check.
Okay.
I shall also attempt the roll.
Okay.
I'll just bask.
Yeah.
Oh, that's in that one. It's a fucking miracle.
That is...
Science can't explain it.
Praise Gilmore, I guess.
It's 2, so that's an 18.
18. Exactly the DC I had in my head. So, as far as Horatio is concerned, as you said, Tim, it's a miracle.
God dang miracle, too.
But, Carnelian, you do recognize the spell that was cast using the Summer Star, which is, I'm just going to refer to it as this thing now, called Control Weather. It's an 8th level transmutation spell.
God dang.
The weather within 5 miles of you, you control the weather within 5 miles of you for the duration, but in this case it'll be 10 minutes and you have to concentrate. I'm going to wave over the concentration because it's cast from an item. And you can do a number of things. So you can set the conditions: clear, light cloud, overcast, ground fog, hail, snow, driving rain, torrential rain, things like that, blizzard. But in this case you chose clear. You can choose the temperature. So I'll let you guys choose. Is it unbearable heat?
Warm.
Hot, warm, cool, cold, Arctic cold.
20
Even
degrees. 20 degrees Celsius.
Celsius, so warm.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna feel really hot after negative
Sub-zero.
20. Yeah.
You're dying.
I remember in Canada it was negative 40 for the summer, for the winter. And as soon as spring rolled around, it's negative 10 outside. Everyone's in singlets. It's this feels so good.
It's all subjective to what you're used to, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your body can adjust so much.
Cool 20.
You can also set the wind conditions as well, so I'm going to assume calm and
Gentle breeze.
Yeah. So basically you have entire control over the weather within a 5-mile radius, and this is going to move with you for the duration of the spell.
Oh, really?
What is the duration?
10
10 minutes. I thought, sorry.
Look at this, Dogcliff. What a beautiful day. That was us. That was us, you know.
I don't
Good
know
boy.
what possessed me to make it sunny. Because now I can't see very well.
I'm literally burning.
I almost forgot what the sun looks like. I'm sort of hypnotized a bit, looking up at the sky in the sun.
Sweet.
Looking at the sun so much, my eyes are actually watering, but I don't really notice.
Wodun rolls his sleeves up so he doesn't get his shirt tan.
Carnelian's just got that eyes are constantly squinting because he's just it's too bright. Why did I do this?
I'll follow Wodun's and I'll take my coat off and
Yep.
go singlet on. I'm
Yeah.
this feels great.
Yeah, it's not quite a hot summer's day. It's just very nice and temperate, but it's especially after the conditions you've been in. It's a very pleasant change of pace.
I'll strip down my yoga singlet as well.
Just stare at him from the corner of my eye.
Don't.
And this kind of thing, you can almost feel.
Don't look at me.
And this kind of thing almost makes you feel you understand a little bit of what Macretus was trying to do. It's been so horrible and so just desperate for so long in the Dale or in the Hen Towns. You forget what the sun was like. And it almost instantly brings back the life to everything around. Even though it's still snow-covered, it doesn't instantly melt the snow. But it's almost like the life comes back in the area around you.
Whilst we're basking,
Yes.
I know no one likes it, especially me, but I'm going to summon another meat bird.
Don't even notice.
Hang on.
No.
Okay,
I'm sunblind.
No, yeah. I'll just, in the 10 minutes,
Yep.
so I guess when the sun disappears, have this little bird and tell it to go to Nobanoka and let him know exactly what we've done in 25 words or less.
Go.
I need you to tell Nobunaga.
Nobunaga!
Please do not
More
talk to me.
talks.
Found your dead boyfriend, fixed his weather thing,
Cast.
his ghost passed on.
The meat bird turns to Carnelian and goes, "You ain't the boss of me!"
I'm just counting words, man.
He looks
Leave me
back
alone.
at Svieta.
I'll
What do you
relay those particular words. That was 13 words.
Yeah.
Yeah. Documents in the cabin? Don't bother. We have device. Thumbs up. To the bird in my palm.
The bird looks up at you and goes, "Yeah!" And these two little wings make little thumbs.
Oh, like those proto-raptors. Like,
Little meat raptor wings.
Gotcha, boss! Where to?
I just told you.
You need to remind me again.
To Nobunaga in Brinshanda.
Brinshanda.
Fuck, I hate you so much.
But I love you, boss!
Toss it!
You actually say that?
Toss it! Love it in the air.
Just like shot put.
Yeah, can I actually make a strength check?
Yeah, go for it.
Fucking Jesus Christ. But not one.
Okay. So, you,
Straight down.
you go to shot put
really
it like,
slippery.
like a shot put, but have you ever been doing shot put and the thing just slips out of your hand as you throw it?
Every sports carnival.
It just plonks right in front of you and goes, "Don't worry, boss, I got this!" Flap, 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 flap. And it arcs away, plonks on the ground, arcs away, plonks on the ground, into the distance beyond.
Not my best spell.
It's at about this time, I suppose, the winter comes back.
Yeah.
That meat bird is cursed.
Look, I have a confession, Horacio. You seem to like the meat golem so much. I wanted to make one of my spells like it to impress you. But it turned out so bastardly and gross, I don't like it.
I'll put a hand on her shoulder. That's the scientific method, Svieta. Today you make a bird. Tomorrow you'll make a golem.
I just the deadpan when you can't see this in the studio. Tim just looked across and went, "That's the scientific method." Just a flat face.
So deadpan. I love it.
Oh,
Should I change it to something a bit more normal?
please.
Just keep working on it.
Okay.
Maybe try something less bird-like.
They're the fastest things, though.
Well, maybe something not made out of meat.
Make it out of snow.
A lot of living things are made out of meat.
It's true.
Oh, what about a bat? It's mostly skin. Like the fascia of keeping all the body parts together.
Let's discuss what your next meat puppet will be on the road.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are preparing to leave, yeah?
Yep.
So, what happens then?
What does happen?
You're preparing to leave, and as discussed, it's been 10 minutes or so, and the effects of the spell wear off. It doesn't just instantly change back to the way it was. What you see is, like, on the horizon as you're getting ready in the cart, the curtain of grey just starts moving closer and closer, and you can see it picking up ground. So over the next couple minutes, you're going to be enveloped. Right now, you're still in sort of the sunny area. At the very least, the sun is coming through where it would normally be. But running before the haze, everyone make a perception check.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a good one. 22.
Oh, shoot. Nat 20, baby. 23.
9.
So, Svieta and Wodun are mostly concerned with getting Dogcliff and Otto in order and packing into the sled. And Carnelian and Horacio, you're watching the curtain of grey come in. And in the air, you can spot 3 small figures that seem to be flying just in a straight line straight towards you. And as you're trying to work out what's going on, they're like making an absolute beeline directly for your direction. You hear from the trees that are just to your east this sort of raspy pitch sound. and stumbling out of the trees is this figure. Its flesh, a deep blue color as if it's suffered multiple frostbites. And you can see from the hood of a jacket that it's wearing, there's no face. All it is this blue light emanating from the creature. And it turns to all of you and charges. Everyone is going to have to roll for initiative next week on Reflex Save.
Just came back alive. Gee
I'm
willikers.
tapped too. I used all me big ones.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no, no more meat birds.
I think we could do with less meat birds, to be perfectly honest.
I'm okay
Oh,
with
dude.
that, creepy motherfuckers.
You're the one who brought it to life in a literal and metaphorical sense.
I like how it was just like one of those things of quickly reading a spell and just going, oh, this means this.
Morsel of food. What am I supposed to do with that?
Well, it's not like
Oh,
Costa
coax the animal.
coax the animals out of the woods.
See, when you say it like
the
that, it
morsel.
actually makes sense.
I know
the
it makes
animal out of
sense,
the
but I
morsel.
really like your meat bird better now.